it!
Good evening, everyone, from Elkhart Christian Academy in Elkhart, Indiana. It's Westview Warrior Basketball streaming live at LaGwanamedia.com. This is Jerry Hostetler along with Jamie Miller and Dan Byler, and tonight will be the Elkhart Christian Academy Eagles playing host to the Westview Warriors. Elkhart Christian, under the direction of fifth-year head coach Chad Hibbard, brings his Eagles to the hardwood with a 2-1 record. And Chandler Pribble's Westview Warriors, coming off a buzzer-beater victory against Central Noble last Saturday, come into tonight's contest with a 3-2 early season mark. Tonight's game sponsor is Weaver Furniture Sales, with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, and in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. This evening's game is also brought to you by Dale's Dependable Handyman Service. Call Dale at 260-463-3970. Also by Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka. Stutzman Power Equipment on US 20 West in Shipshewana. By Height Auto Body, US 20 West in LaGrange. By Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Also by Dry Forest Wood Products on County Road 675 West in Shipshewana. By LaGwana, your local creative services provider. By Animal Care Clinic of Topeka, located right across from the Topeka Sale Barn on East Lake Street in Topeka. Also Avail portable toilet and sink rentals. Daily, weekly, or monthly rentals. By Jerry Standard Service in Middlebury. By Topeka Pharmacy, 101 North Main in downtown Topeka. Also the Van Buren Hotel at Shipshewana, located north of Shipshewana on State Road 5. By Emma Warehouse, see them for Valspar paint and painting supplies in downtown Emma. And by Ben's Pretzels, located south of Shipshewana on State Road 5. Tonight's game is a presentation of LaGwana Media and the IHSAA Champions Network. We'll be back with tonight's J&R Solutions pregame show right after this 30-second timeout.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
Tonight's Westview pregame show is brought to you by J&R Solutions, providing unlimited high-speed internet, no matter where you live. Call them at 574-349-7673. Back at Elkhart Christian Academy in Elkhart, where both teams are out on the hardwood getting in their pregame warm-ups. Westview coming off a thrilling victory the other night at Westview against Central Noble, a huge win for them in a conference game. And Elkhart Academy coming into tonight's game with a 2-1 record. They have victories over Clinton Christian, 75-31, and Hamilton, 46-22. Their only loss came against NECC member Prairie Heights, 46-31.
And that was at Prairie. No, I was here.
Right.
That was here against Prairie Heights. So I'm looking forward. You know, it's kind of unique to play a team we don't play often.
First time ever.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever played them at the varsity level. And so I think it adds a little intrigue to everything. You don't know a lot about them. You don't know what they run. You don't know their players very well. So I'm trying to watch them down there on that end to see what you can pick up. But, you know, I think Prairie Heights is one of the favorites in our conference this year, I believe.
No, they're undefeated.
They're undefeated, yep. And, you know, a 15-point loss, you know, who knows how it had it. You know, were they up by more and they cut it to 15, or, you know, was it kind of that way the whole way? We'll see. Be a good measuring stick tonight to see how we stack up comparatively. That's about all you can go by this early in the year. So I'm looking forward to it. Nice gym here. Our fans are starting to fill up our side a little bit. So it should be a nice back and forth game. I think You know, games like the other night, we talked about, I don't know at what point in the game we talked about it the other night, but we're coming off a couple of down years in a row, really, for Westview standards. At least the way 2 years ago ended, and then last year was way down. Whereas Central Noble had a lot of momentum and it went like 91-18 the last 5 years. That was a big win, I think, for us the other night.
That was huge.
You know, we last year we couldn't pull out wins like that, and to be down 7 with roughly 2:15 to go, and just keep chipping away, play it smart, and then the thing I'm impressed with, both times, actually our last 2 home games against Northridge and Central Noble, we've had the ball down at the end of the game, and the coach didn't call a timeout. And he either has the guys prepared ahead of time, they know exactly what to do, or he just trusts them to make the right play. And the other night we found a way. Against Northridge, we were an eyelash from doing the same thing. So it's kind of nice to see that. I think it speaks to the confidence that he has in them to make the right decisions out there.
Well, I did ask Brady about that in that post-game interview, and I think it's before you put the headset on, but Brady commented that they did have a screen. He was supposed to come off a screen on that play, but you know how things happen, and a lot of times it doesn't work out your plan, but so Luke kind of improvised there.
Yeah, I did go back and look at that the next day, and he was right. He was coming off a screen from the other side, but it would have been really tough to get him the ball because it wasn't spread as quite as good as it should have been. And so yeah, in that case, you don't have a whole lot of time to think. You just gotta react, and you know that's kind of Luke's area is in the lane there.
Right,
you know, finding a way to get the ball in the basket. And
well, he seems to be strong. He's not a big guy as far as height is concerned. Doesn't have a lot of length, but he is muscular, and he was working hard in there the whole game during the Central Noble game.
Yeah, he plays strong for his size, and he didn't have the best game he's had.
Right.
But kept his head up and made a play at the end there. But, you know, everybody else made plays too. They have to. They mostly played 6 players the other night.
Yeah.
Owen came in for a little bit.
Now one thing I was going to ask you is, being a former coach, you have a huge win like that against a conference opponent, one of the favorites in the conference, and then you come in here, and I'm not putting Elkhart Christian down, but this is a 1A team. They're not in your conference. It's not a huge game, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
I think.
Are we pausing for our national anthem here?
I think we might be.
They didn't say. They haven't said anything.
Oh, okay.
Okay, things just went quiet here.
It's
The music
very
stopped.
quiet. So I thought maybe they were observing moment of silence or something, but I don't think so.
I think just the makeup of this team, and then this way they naturally just play hard and scrappy. You know, Wiley mentioned it in the interview the other night, because their practices are harder than the games.
Yeah.
So I don't anticipate any kind of a letdown tonight or a flat performance. You know, that doesn't mean you're going to hit all your shots and everything, but I think the way we have to play, we have to defend really hard and get turnovers and get out in transition, and that's where we really get going.
Oh,
so
definitely.
Get out here and, you know, get on somebody's court you've never been on. I don't know. I would take it as a challenge as an athlete and have fun with it. So I think they're going to be excited to play tonight and come out ready to roll. It's certainly better than practicing.
Oh, my. Yeah. They look forward to the games, obviously.
Yeah, and this is also, I was thinking the other night, this will be their 3rd game in 5 days. Because we played last Thursday, Saturday, and now tonight. So from a coach's perspective, I think you'll be glad to get this game over with and then get back and practice a little bit. You know, because you can't really have your typical full-length hard practice between Thursday and Saturday.
Sure.
And then we played Saturday, so we didn't practice Sunday. You're not going to have a real hard practice Monday before a game Tuesday. So, you know, sometimes little things get a little sloppy by the 3rd game in 5 days or so forth, but these guys are well schooled, and I expect a good performance here tonight.
Now, we've got the type of team this year that, you know, they like the fast break. They would be an excellent team to pick up full court and do it the whole game, but we just don't have the depth on the bench to do that.
Yeah,
you know,
and I think that's why you don't see it. You know, in
Right.
the 2 minutes we did it the other night, we were pretty successful. Central Noble was completely unprepared for it, or maybe hadn't played against it all year. They have a lot of players in new roles this year, and so it was effective. I mean, we came back from 7 down in the last 2 minutes doing that. But to your point, it takes more energy.
Oh, definitely. You
And-
need to be at least 3 or 4 deep, or at least 3 deep, I'd say.
Right.
Yeah,
And
do
you
that.
know, it won't work the whole game like that, but even if you try to do it in spots, you know,
Pick your spots.
the previous regime didn't do it much, but when we had a team with pretty much 6'4", 6'5", and
Right.
long wingspans across the lineup, he would go to that 1-3-1 half court, and that would create some havoc. But other than that, you know, if you're not physically superior to your opponent, it's really hard to press them and make much of a difference against a good team.
True.
Usually you're just going to give up layups. The other night it happened to work for us, and they executed it really well. So we'll see. Maybe we'll see some of it tonight. Maybe it's something, you know, coaches see things. Who knows what they're working on behind the scenes that they'll save for certain times of the year.
That's
or
right.
late in the year or whatever. But, yeah, we're
Yeah.
excited to see this tonight.
We'll be back with more from Elkhart Christian Academy, right after this 60-second timeout.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
And we're back at Elkhart Christian High School in Elkhart. Good to have you along tonight. Jerry Hostetler, Jamie Miller, and Dan Byler is live tonight, not just at halftime. So anytime you want to say anything, Dan, come on in and give us some.
I don't have anything witty to say right now, so.
You got to get those stats going, and
Yeah, there we
then
go.
it'll start flowing.
You
Yeah,
do have the
there.
best view in the
Yeah.
house, though. You can see down there. I can't even see our team bench when can see a part of the huddle. I can't see the out of bounds line though unless I hang over the railing, and that's
We're broadcasting live from the weight room.
It's a heavy, sort of a heavy spot.
Yeah,
Pretty
Jamie's I think going to work out during commercials, I guess. But
wouldn't be a bad idea.
we got a good view up here, but yeah, it is kind of hard to see the whole court unless we're standing the whole game. So good to have you along tonight. And we're going to pick up the starting lineups as they're introduced by the public address announcer here at Elkhart Christian. And first of all, we're going to pause for prayer. Wow, what a beautiful job done by, I don't know whether he's a teacher or a student here at Elkhart Christian, but man, that's the best trumpet rendition of our national anthem I've ever heard. I tell you, that brought chills up my spine. Okay, let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for Westview, number 3, Jethro Hostetler, 6'2" senior, averaging 6.2 points per game. He had his high point game of the year against Central Noble the other night. Brady Yoder, 5'10" senior, will start at a guard, 18.8 point per game average. Wiley Minix, a 6'1" junior, averaging 15 per game. He was second in scoring against Central Noble with 10.
That was a personal best for him as well.
For not Wiley. Right?
I'm sorry. I thought you were at Wade.
What did Wade have
The
the other night?
He had 8, I think.
Okay, that's a personal best.
Yeah, he hit those two threes at the beginning and then another 2 at the end.
Wade Springer and Luke Helmuth round out the lineup for Westview. Starting at one of the guards for Elkhart Christian will be L.J. Bevier, number 0. Keon Hubbard, 5'8" freshman, number 5. Number 14 is Aiden Hibbard, both sons of the head coach, Chad Hibbard. Aiden, a 5'11" junior. Number 15 is Caden Whidden, a 6'2" sophomore. And rounding out the lineup for Elkhart Christian is Lance Smith, a 6'2" senior.
So we've got a freshman starting, number 5.
Right.
2 juniors, a sophomore, and a senior. So something from every class. Not having a scouting report on this team, I would say that the 2 to look out for out there probably the most might be number 0, L.J. Bevier. Is that how you say his name?
Right.
Bevier. And Lance Smith, 32. He looked pretty bouncy out there in warm-ups.
Yeah, he did. That's what I thought. I was impressed by him. Tip is controlled by the Warriors. Brady Yoder gets it to Luke Helmuth, the hero of the Central Noble game with that last-second buzzer beater under the hoop.
Looks like they are going with a box and 1. They got one guy guarding Brady and the other's kind of guarding an area, which might take a little while for us to get used to.
Jethro gets it inside to Brady, cutting across the lane. Almost a point-blank pass there, but worked out. Luke Helmuth gets it out to Jethro. He'll swing it around to Wiley. Minix bounce pass has it knocked away and stolen by Aiden Hibbard. He'll go left side with it to Bevier. Stops on the baseline, then left wide open, puts up the shot and in.
Yeah, we had him stopped, and then he turned, and then we turned and left. So now they're in a 1-2-2 three-quarter court press.
Brady breaks it to Luke, and then in the corner, Wiley in and out on a three-point attempt, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Luke Helmuth, so it'll be Elkhart Christian ball underneath their own basket. Inbounding's a big guy, Lance Smith. He gets it into Hibbard, Aiden Hibbard. He hands it off to L.J. Bevier. Right side pass goes to Aiden Hibbard. He's the redhead on the baseline. Shot up top comes to Bevier. Now to Lance Smith. Smith goes right side to Aiden Hibbard. Stops up, puts it up from 10, misses a shot, and hustles in, grabs it before Jethro can corral it and puts it in. So Elkhart Christian with the early 4-point lead.
Yeah, we had him boxed out, but we didn't. We just stood there waiting on the ball to come to us.
Luke's shot from outside's no good. Bevier with the rebound. Back comes Elkhart Christian. A good start for the Eagles. Ball stolen away on the tip. Brady has it. He has it stripped away, stolen by Smith. Smith brings it up, and he'll wait for the offense to come back. Aiden Hibbard controlling out front, looks to his coach for instructions. still holding out front, being guarded there by Jethro Hostetler. He'll get it right side to Bevere. Now in the corner left side, Keon Hibbard. Got a Smith. Smith picks up his dribble, bounces it into Aiden. Hibbard driving toward the basket, and he puts it in off the glass. 6-0 run here in the early going for Elkhart Christian. Luke Elmuth with the ball, has it knocked away and stolen. Caden Whidden with the steal. He'll get it into the hands of Aiden Hibbard. Hibbard pops from the top of the circle off, and Brady Yoder pulls down the rebound for the Warriors. Brady drives it toward the basket. Foul before the shot against Elkhart Christian.
I think we're going to get a timeout here.
Timeout called by Coach Pribble. Let's talk things over with the Warriors. Find themselves in a hole, down a half a dozen with 4:51 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back with more from Elkhart Christian right after this 30-second timeout.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week, scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken, and then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
Back at Elkhart Christian. Elkhart Christian 6, Westview 0. 4:51 to go in the first quarter. Westview will have the basketball.
Probably the toughest. We've only taken, how many shots have we taken? 2?
Yeah, we've attempted two threes.
Only
Wiley and Luke.
in 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes, only attempted 2 shots. Just
Luke will trigger it in. Good inbound play as he hits Wade Springer cutting into the lane. So Westview with their first 2 points of the game.
Camden in the game now for Jethro.
Aiden Hibbard is a point guard for Elkhart Christian.
This is the end, I think, where we can turn things around. We're kind of letting them run where they want to run. I think we could do a little bit better job denying the ball.
Hibbard's shot for the baseline is blocked, and we're going to have a foul, a 2-shot foul coming for Aiden Hibbard. Who was that foul on?
Camden.
I think Camden. yeah.
Okay.
They said Caden, but it's
That's
Camden.
what I thought. I didn't recognize the name.
Well, Aiden Hibbard seems to be one of their playmakers. Very aggressive out there. He's been around the ball quite a bit, had an offensive rebound.
He has 5 of his team's 7 points. Misses that one, and the rebound's pulled down by Wiley Minix. He'll get it into the hands of Luke Helmuth, and Luke brings it across the timeline, looks right side, looking for help out front. Brady comes out, grabs the basketball, goes left side to Camden, out of Wiley, up top. Wade Springer on the left wing. Work it to Luke, and now Camden for 3, and that's going to hit the back of the iron, no good, and the rebound's yanked down by Lance Smith.
Yeah, he had to rush that a little bit.
3 in the air, no good by Aiden Hibbard. Back come the Warriors, chance to cut into that lead a little bit more. Once again, Camden launches a 3, misses again. Pass up court comes to DeVere. He'll go in the corner, wide open is Smith. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Going up for the offensive board was Aiden Hibbard. He'll get it into the hands of Keon Hibbard. Driving toward the basket is fouled. Another 2-shot foul coming for the Elkhart Christian Eagles.
That was an unfortunate foul, too, because that was, we'll let them take a running one-handed shot. But that's 2 on Camden.
Camden, yeah, off the bench.
He just missed that last one. It looked good from where we were, but
Keon Hibbard hits his first point of the night. Stretches the lead back out to 6 now for Elkhart Christian with 3:28 to go in the first period. Second shot up, nothing but net on that one. 9-2 now. Biggest lead of the night so far for Elkhart Christian. Springer gets it to Brady Yoder. Yoder over to Springer in the corner left side. Wiley for three, and he hits.
Yeah, that's a big shot. Should settle things down a little bit. Elkhart's doing a good job on defense of keeping our primary scorers from getting shots off.
9-5. Wiley took advantage of the opening there and cashed in on it. Keon Hibbard drives it into the paint, then goes left side to his brother. Hits off the back or the side of the glass. Still loose on the floor. Good hustle by Aiden Hibbard. Now they go to Bevere with it. Up top to Keon Hibbard. Keon Hibbard gives it to Lance Smith. Smith spins, puts it up with the left hand, short. Battle for the rebound, and it's picked up by Minix. He outlets it to Brady Yoder. Brady drives it and gives off to Springer, back to Wiley. Wiley drives, puts it up, scores. Good drive by Wiley. Taking it to the hoop, and Warriors have it back within 2 now after being down 7.
That's what he's added to his game this year. Not just the threat of the three, but the ability to put it on the floor and score or create.
Bevere to Smith. Smith thought about the three and then throws it away on the cross-court attempt to Hibbard.
I was wondering where I couldn't see the corner. So is there a real tall guy in the corner?
He's going for the touchdown pass, I think.
The custodian caught it. Well, we have a timeout or a substitution, I think. Or no.
Oh, there's something on the floor. There's a piece of trash.
There we go.
We did have a sub, though. Owen came in for Luke.
So Owen Brill in the game for the first time tonight, number 25. 9-7, the Warriors have a chance to tie or take the lead here. Brady puts it on the floor, takes the jumper, short. Rebound Owen, he'll put it up, missed the shot, but he's fouled. He'll get a couple of free throws coming his way.
Good thing is we pulled down an offensive board.
Well, that's a good way to get more playing time, is come in the game and have an offensive rebound in the first 15 seconds you're in there. And he made the right pass out of the trap, too.
They're not. Who'd they call that foul all night? They're not putting it on the board.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Brill's shot is up and good. He'll get one more. Could tie it with this.
That shot Brady took was the first shot he's had all evening so far.
Yeah, he hasn't even had a look at one, has he?
Good defense by the Eagles so far tonight. And we have a foul up over the back. And that was on Wiley, his first.
Based on their scores this year, anticipated that their defense would probably be the strength of their team, but you just don't know without seeing them. And they're scrappy.
They're only giving up 33 points a game.
Yeah, they're fairly long out there and very scrappy. 14's quite a hustler.
That's one of the coach's sons. The other one is number 5. Smith with it in the corner. Bounce pass inside. Shot kind of lunged toward the basket by Sean Holder. Brady gets it to Springer, then Wiley. Minix holding out front, loses the dribble, gives it to Springer. Now to Jethro. He'll put it up on the runner, missed the shot. And pulling down the rebound again is Aiden Hibbard.
Yeah, he got caught in between there. You always want to shoot off 2 feet if you can.
He had the shot from about 15 out.
Yeah, I would like to see him take that. That's a good shot for him.
Lance Smith with it way out front, gives it to Aiden Hibbard. Hibbard tries to put the move on Jethro, then bounce passes it left side to Malachi Redmond. Now to Oberholzer. Back to Aiden Hibbard. 20 seconds to go first quarter. Shot from the left side. He gets a roll on that. Keon Hibbard with his first field goal of the night. That puts Elkhart Christian up by 3. Wiley of Christian. They put 11 points on the board, and Westview put 8 on the scoreboard. So 60-second timeout.
Dry Forest Wood Products in Shipshewana offers high quality. At Dry Forest, we believe Dry Forest Wood Products with over 40 years of lumber drying experience. Located at 4325 North, 675 West in Shipshewana. Call 260-768-7714.
We're back at Elkhart Christian High School. A little bit of a surprise here in the first quarter after 8 minutes. Elkhart Christian leading Westview by a score of 11-8. Elkhart Christian's tenacious defense has given Westview a hard time, I'd say.
Yeah, we're not running our offense real well. Some of our shots have been rushed. We're following things you don't typically see.
Starting out a little flat. Quarter number 2 underway. We'll see if Warriors can turn things around here. Bevere with the basketball, hands it off to Aiden Hibbard, drives it into the paint. Good dish off to Caden Whidden. Elkhart Christian up 5. Luke is met mid-court on that trap. Owen Brill to Wiley, back to Brady for 3. Can't get it to go. Tipped up and in by Wiley Minix. And he's fouled. Good job of crashing the boards that time by Wiley.
Definitely needed that. Is that 7 for him now?
Yes.
3 and 2 field goals. 2 regular field goals. Shots up off the front of the iron, no good. Tipped around, but right into the hands of Jethro Hostetler. Brady picks it up. He'll take it in. Little runner from about 10 out. He puts it in. First 2 of the night for Brady. 13-12. Westview has worked back within 1.
Is where we got to. I think we need to try to force the issue a little bit. Elkhart is getting to wherever they want to go. They're driving right down the middle, drawing our help defense, dishing it off for short, easy shots. And they're not necessarily a skilled offensive team, but we're letting them get pretty much whatever they want.
Bevere, good defense by Luke, coming up, slapping it away from behind. Now Caden Hibbard misses the shot, and back come the Warriors. Chance to take the lead here. Luke Helmuth tries to get it into Brill, cutting toward the basket, but it's stripped away by Malachi Redmond.
Yeah, it's too hard of a pass. Make the easy pass, and that'll come when it's a little bit more open.
Hibbard out front, goes right side with it to Redmond. Redmond bounce passes it to Keon Hibbard. Net stolen away as Brady Yoder anticipated that pass well. Takes it all the way to the basket and puts it up and in. 4 now for Brady, and Westview with their first lead of the night, 14-13.
Is that our first steal?
They've had 4 turnovers. I'm not sure if that was the first steal or not.
Okay, first live ball steal like that. Anyhow, they got us going.
Good double team by Luke and Owen, and they forced the turnover on Elkhart Christian. Back into the ball game comes Lance Smith, and coming out is Malachi Redmond. So now Elkhart Christian has their original starting lineup back out on the court. Westview with a 1-point lead and the basketball. Brady goes to Minix, wide open from the right side, can't get the 3 to go. Ball saved from going out of bounds by Luke Helmuth. He'll dish it off to Owen, puts it up strong but misses, but he's fouled again, and once again he'll have 2 free throws.
That's the little things that get you back into a game and ahead. You know, Luke got an offensive rebound there, was patient, made a nice feed to Owen, who made a nice cut. You know, and you just stand there and watch.
Owen's shot is good on his first. He'll get one more. Owen seems to be a little more comfortable driving to the basket and going for those rebounds too now.
Yeah, he's a very natural athlete and scorer. Last year on the JV was one of the leading scorers, and this takes a little experience to adjust to the varsity level.
Second shot, no good, and a rebound pulled down by Aiden Hibbard.
I think that's the third missed free throw already.
Yeah, not falling.
Yeah, 2 of 5 right now.
Jethro came out of the contest after that first free throw, and back in is Springer. Ball knocked away, but it's going to stay in the possession of Elkhart Christian. Inbounding will be Smith. He'll get it to Hibbard. Wade Springer on him. He'll pass it to his brother Kean. Tries to drive on Brill. Goes left side with it to Bevere. In the corner, way down on the left side. Bevere tries to make the move on the baseline past Brady, but gets cut off on good help side defense by Springer. Now Springer knocks it away and steals it. Gets it to Minix. Now Brady Yoder. Brady goes right side to Springer, right back to Brady. Brady drives, spinning inside, gives off to Luke in the corner. Minix wide open for three, can't get it to go. Chased down by Bevere of Elkhart Christian. 15-13. 4 minutes and 26 seconds to go in the first half. Westview with the 2-point lead. Full timeout called by Elkhart Christian. We'll be back with more Westview and Elkhart Christian basketball right after this 60-second timeout. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Height Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Height Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Height Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
New man in,
And
Ethan
we're
Crew.
back. 15-13 is our score. Westview with the lead after the timeout called by Elkhart Christian. And they'll be inbounding the basketball right in front of the scorer's bench. Aiden Hibbard with the basketball. Passes across court to Bevere. Tries to get it inside to Whidden, and he has it knocked away and eventually stolen by Luke Helmuth. He'll get it to Wiley Minix. Right side to Springer. Springer pulls it back out front on the pass to Wiley. Now Owen Brill with a three from the left side.
Well, that upped our percentage, huh, Dan?
Yeah, it did.
2 for 10 now?
Yes. went from 9% to 20%.
That's a lot of confidence. Is that his first three of the year?
I believe so.
I'm not sure. Yeah, he scored 6 points against Busco, but I don't think there were any threes in that.
Aiden Hibbard with the ball. His team now down 5 after being up 5.
Oh, I think that was off of 11. He took a dribble after it got tipped, I thought. But
wow.
So we've scored 10 straight. They were up 13-8 to start the second quarter.
Yep, they got that first basket. I think putting Wade on the point guard out here has really changed their offense.
Bevere with it inside the lane, has it knocked away by Luke again. He struggles, but gets it out of his hands to Wiley Minix. Not a Brill. Luke fakes the three, drives the lane, has it stripped away by Bevere. Now we have a whistle and a foul's going to be called on Luke trying to steal it back.
Yeah, when you make a move like that, like Luke did there, you get into the lane, you either got to shoot it or keep going because there's people coming from behind.
Two defenders on him, and yeah. So a foul on Luke. Coming back into the ball game is Malachi Redmond for Elkhart Christian, and coming out is Caden Whidden. Ball inbounded to Aiden Hibbard.
Let's see a little bit of a half-court trap here, similar to what we saw against Central Noble.
Lance Smith with it, and he travels with the basketball.
Yeah, I think they called a foul on
I
Wade.
think they got Wade with the hack.
14 fouls. 5 now on Westview. 4 on Elkhart Christian. Smith received the inbound pass. Ball stolen away. Once again, Brady anticipated that pass. Intended for Bevere, and he drives the length of the court and puts it up and in.
Yeah.
6 now for Brady.
Brady's got that passing lane and that player figured out.
He knows
2
where
breakaway
it's coming.
steals and another. I think he had another steal as well, or at least a tip.
7-point lead now for Westview, their biggest of the night. Hibbard, fall away jumper won't go, and Brady skies for the rebound for Westview. He'll get it to Wiley Minix. Minix drives the lane all the way to the basket, puts it up with a left hand and got it.
Nice patience that time by Wiley, just surveying the field, seeing what was open.
We're kind of out of our funk now, I'd say.
Yeah,
Scored
we got
14 straight. Yeah.
30-second timeout.
That's a good funk breaker.
That'll do it, won't it?
Yeah. 2:12 to go in this first half. I think it's a 30-second timeout. So
Right.
we'll just keep it right here. We've had quite a few breaks already anyway.
Well,
so.
think about how much we've upped our defense. I mean, this has all started from that. We're not necessarily shooting a great percentage or getting great shots. We're just steals and layups are good.
Yeah, those layups are usually add to your shooting percentage pretty well. Yeah, we haven't missed inside the arc in the second quarter, but I think those have pretty much been layups.
Yeah, it's a fairly mature team in that you're not hitting your threes. Do something else,
Well, that's what I've thought.
Maybe come out in the second half and they'll go. But for now, let's get in there and just get some baskets.
So far, the whole, I know it's early in the season. We're only in our 6th game, but we're good at making adjustments.
Yeah,
and
they're
it
a
seems
smart
like
bunch.
we do it on the fly, a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
When they switch up their defenses and that type of thing, when Northridge was doing that in game 2.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think it's a credit to them and our coaching staff.
Right. They're well prepared.
They are.
Brady's out right now.
So he's getting a little bit of a rest.
Yeah, good time to give him a little break if you can.
And who came in? Oh, Josh is back.
Jethro came back in for it, yeah.
One of those Hostettlers. LJ Bevere gets it to Aiden Hibbard. Hibbard to Smith. Smith puts the ball on the hardwood, drives it toward the hoop. He'll force it up off the glass and got it to go on a drive against Wiley. First 2 of the night for Smith. Westview quickly back the other way. Owen being double teamed. Now they get it out front to Springer. Springer bounce passes it to Jethro. He feeds Luke underneath, who broke open and put it in.
Nice job being tough with the ball that time with the whole team. Elkhart kind of came out with their hair on fire after that timeout, and they were really pressuring us.
9-point lead now for Westview, 24-15, minute and 10 seconds to go first half. Long 3 by Hibbard is an air ball, but the offensive rebound goes to Kean Hibbard. Bevere in the corner left side. That's going to be short. Chased down by Wade Springer. Springer up across the timeline on the pass to Wiley Minix. He'll get it out front to Jethro. Once again underneath to Luke. His shot this time is too hard underneath, and Smith comes down with a rebound. They'll get it up to Bevere in a hurry. Back to Smith. Smith will take a college 3 and hit. Wow.
Yeah, he hadn't shown that.
No, he hasn't. I saw him shooting those or trying to in the warm-ups, and I think he had a few, so I guess he has that ability. Jethro being double teamed, gets it out of trouble. Bounce pass inside to Brill. In the corner, Wiley left wide open for 3, and he doesn't miss a whole lot of those.
Yeah, he's 2 for 5 right now.
12 points for Wiley. Starting to fall a little bit more consistently. 27-18. Last second shot with, 0.3 seconds now after the whistle was blown, and now we have an injury underneath.
Is that Wade?
Yeah, he's getting up slow. I think he might have got hit in the face. Or got an elbow in the head. He's trying to walk it off. The official's talking to him, make sure he's okay.
Who'd they end up calling that foul on? Was it Jethro or?
That's your job, buddy.
Yeah, I'm used to cheating and
me too.
Taking it off the board.
I just look up at the scoreboard. That's not working tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It might have been Wade, but
I think he got knocked down. I think it was somebody else from behind.
Okay,
but I'm not sure who it was.
Hibbard hits his second free throw, misses the first. He has 6 tonight. 27-19. Westview up 8. They have the ball with 0.3 seconds. Not sure whether you can even get a shot off.
No, you can only. I think
it would have counted if it would have gone in, but it was only about 20 feet short. So we come to an end of the first 16 minutes of basketball here at Elkhart Christian High School in Elkhart. 27-19. Westview leads Elkhart Christian. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, and we'll be back with Jamie and Dan for our halftime show, which is presented tonight by Pizza Depot in Millersburg. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to Pure Sport. This is Game Time. This is Indiana High School Sports. SAA.
Remodeling in the near future? Dale Fry at Dale's Get a house. Dale is fully trained. 70.com.
Pizza along with fresh. Dine in, carry out, and delivery are all available at Pizza Depot. Pizza Depot, 104 South Jefferson Street in Millersburg. 574-642-4229.
Tonight's halftime show is brought to you by Pizza Depot in Millersburg, featuring Chili Dog Pizza as their December Pizza of the Month. So if you haven't got one of those yet, that'd be a good thing to do. Let's take a look at the scoring tonight. First quarter, Elkhart Christian jumped out and outscored Westview 11-8. Westview kind of got righted there in the second quarter and outscored Elkhart Christian 19-8. So our halftime score, 27-19, Westview with an 8-point lead. Individually for Elkhart Christian, L.J. Bevere, a 5'11 junior, had a bucket for 2 points. 5'8 freshman, number 5 on the out there on the floor. Kean Hibbard had 1 field goal and 2 free throws. Aiden Hibbard, a 5'11 junior, was kind of the spark plug out there for Elkhart Christian. He had 2-point field goals and 2 free throws, and some assists as well, and just an all-around good hustle. Caden Whidden, a 6'2 sophomore, number 15, had a bucket for 2, and Lance Smith, number 32, hit their only three-pointer of the half toward the end of that second quarter, and he finished with 5 points with a 3 and a 2. For Westview, Brady Yoder started out slow but ended up with 6 points, had 3 field goals. Wiley Minix, the high point man tonight, 2 threes and 3 twos for a total of 12. Wade Springer has a basket for 2. Luke Helmuth Helmuth has a basket for 2. And Owen Brill off the bench tonight with a 3 and 2 free throws for a total of 5 points. So important contributions tonight from Owen. And Dan's got some more stats for us.
Yeah, it's interesting, that they took the lead early on. We didn't score until 4:45 in the first quarter, so they had 6 at that point. We were sort of came back towards the end of the first quarter, got it back within 3, 8-11 at the quarter. Then they scored immediately to start the second quarter. At that point, they were back up by 5, and then we scored 14 straight to go from down 5 to up 9. And then after that, we traded buckets through the end of the half. But that run of 14 was really important. During that time, we forced 5 turnovers, and I think at least 2 of those were steals and breakaways to the other end for Brady. But yeah, just forced, like I said, 5 turnovers. They have a total of 8 turnovers. Elkhart Christian does. We have 4. But it looks to me like they pretty much run their offense through Aiden Hibbard. He took 9 of their 19 shots. And then he's been at the free throw line for 4 attempts out of the 6 they've had. So definitely he is the man they work through.
Right, and we started out with, I think Jethro was guarding him. And I think it was when Jethro went out, Wade switched on to him. And after that, just kind of stayed on him.
So we put a shorter guy on him, but we put probably one of our best defenders.
Definitely.
I mean, Wade is so fast, quick, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, he's just tenacious, and if we do have a defensive stopper on our team, that would be one of them.
Yeah, we're still getting out-rebounded. We've pulled down 11 boards. They pulled down 12. It was an 8-6 advantage for them at the end of the first quarter. They had 3 offensive boards. We only had 1. And then in the second quarter, we managed to get a couple offensive boards. They did get a couple more too, but so we've taken 12 3-point attempts. We've only made 3. So I think as far as percentage-wise, that's our worst 3-point shooting this year. And some of it's just we had to force them. We're putting them up quick, I think. But they're shooting 1 of 7 from out there, but they're 6 of 12 inside the arc. They're shooting 50% inside the arc, and we're 8 of 11 inside the arc. So definitely shooting better inside. Overall, from the field, we're 48%, and they're 34%.
But what gives us that high percentage inside sometimes is that threat, at least, of the outside shot. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like you said, though. I think we finally got some buckets to go, and started working harder on defense, and then that leads to easier offense. So yeah, it sort of struck me like we weren't quite sure what to expect, and maybe they were scoring where we weren't expecting it, and sort of caught us flat-footed, and then we got it figured out a little bit better. And
when it's a team you never see. It's almost like playing, like we used to play in the summer league. You'd go to these tournaments and play teams you'll never play again. And you've never played before, and then you don't scout. Here I'm sure there was some scouting, but it's still an adjustment. And so I think they adjusted well, but, I think we're going to have to come out in the third quarter, and we're going to have to play with that same fire that we had in the second quarter. And I've been impressed with the way we handle the ball, the way we're passing it around their defense. They're trapping. And they came out in the box and won. They've kind of gone away from that a little bit, but they haven't had a chance to do it as much because we're getting steals and getting down the other end and getting transition baskets before they can set up. So good adjustment. Good. Brady's probably not the last box and one he's going to face this year, because
that's right.
He may not always be our top scorer, but he's kind of the engine that makes things go.
He's always going to be that threat, though. I mean,
exactly,
because he can at any point.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, he'll be the catalyst of a lot of ball games,
But Wiley has really expanded his game, and he's driving into the basket, he's dishing off. He's in control out there.
He is.
I like his game and the way he operates out there.
And I like the way Owen kind of stepped up, too, when he got some PT in that first half.
Oh, yeah. If you can get another guy, get a 7-man constant rotation that, everybody's a threat to score, that'd be a lift for this team. It really would.
Well, I know in the beginning of the season, he was still getting his getting used to being on the varsity, I guess, but he was passing up a lot of open shots. I mean, he wasn't even thinking about shooting. As soon as he'd get the ball, he'd be looking to pass, and now he's kind of gotten through that, and he's feeling more comfortable out there. He took that open three and jammed it, and then also driving to the basket, getting those offensive rebounds, being more aggressive in there too.
When he took that three, I believe we were up 15-13 at that point, and that kind of broke it open a little bit.
It did, yeah.
So that was an important shot for his confidence and for the scoreboard, obviously, for Westview. So be interested to see what the coaches said or did or adjusted here for this half. You know, I think Elkhart Christian kind of gave us the best they had.
Yeah.
And, you know, they'll try to go back to that, but we should be a little more prepared for it at this point. But
yeah, you got to give them credit. They had an excellent first quarter, and they stayed with it in that second quarter, but we started to heat up a little bit and caused some turnovers also on defense. But
yeah, and we didn't, you know, Elkhart doesn't have a ton of individual skill, but they got some good athletes out there, and they play really hard.
They do.
And that's, you know, that'll keep you in a lot of games, even if your shots aren't falling or whatever. They have some youth out there, too, number 5 and 15, a freshman and a sophomore.
That's true.
Really.
Yeah, their defense especially has really impressed me tonight.
Yeah, 32, 14, and 0 especially are really the better defenders out there.
So just to let you know, we're working with our camera here. We're having some battery issues, so as soon as we can, we'll get that picture back up for you.
Okay, so we're on radio right now, basically, I guess. Springer has it. Westview has it for the first possession of the second half. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Westview. It'll be Elkhart Christian basketball underneath the Westview basket.
They were kind of in a almost looked like a trapping zone that time, and we reversed it, but I think I'd like to see a nice ball fake. It would have sent the whole team one direction, and we'd have had a driving lane.
Elkhart Christian controls. Kean Hibbard with it out front. He'll hand it off, try to the Veer, and it's stripped away by Brady. He'll take it the length of the court, put it up, and he's fouled. He makes the shot, and he'll have a chance for the free throw.
That whole sequence showed Brady's just knack for playing, and his body positioning, and the way he uses it to shield the ball.
So that will send Brady to the free throw line, trying to cash in on a three-point play here. 29-19, Westview has stretched their lead out to 10 now. That went short off the front of the rim, and the rebound is pulled down by Aiden Hibbard. He'll bring it all the way up court, bounce pass it underneath the Veer. He has it knocked away right into the hands of Smith. He tries a three, misses. Brady with the rebound. Quickly up court on a baseball pass, but Wiley can't corral it, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, the pass is just a little bit low. It's hard for a 6'2" guy streaking down the floor to reach down to his ankles.
That's what I was going to say, running full speed and not having to reach down by your feet to grab it. So a little bit too much of a challenge.
Well, we're off just a little bit tonight. You know, things just aren't coming smoothly. Something that you alluded to before we started that could happen, and you're right.
You have a huge game like we did Saturday, and then come in here. Good drive to the basket by Hibbard. He has 8 now. 29-21, Westview's lead. Knocked down to 8.
Video's back, so.
Oh, good.
Thank you, Chris. And Jeremy for getting it figured out.
Luke drives it down the baseline, and he's fouled from behind, I believe. And if it is, it's Lance Smith. Yep, that's Smith picking up the foul. And it will be 2 shots for Luke. First shot rolls off the rim, no good. He'll get one more.
Is that 5 missed free throws tonight?
That makes us 2 of 6 right now. So hopefully you weren't predicting that.
Well, Brady missed one just before that.
Oh, you're right. I thank you. It was 5 missed.
Three-point play, yeah. Well, that's a.
I had it marked up top here, but not under him. So
things just go easier if you make your free throws.
Hibbard drives it again. He'll put up the floater from the right side, gets it. We had him shut down pretty much in that second quarter, but he's kind of come back now.
He's finding a weak spot there on this side of the floor. We got to do a better job of challenging him.
Wiley puts up a 3, misses from the right side. Now they get it up court quickly to Smith in the corner. Bevere with the wide open 3. He misses. Crashing the boards is Wiley Minix. He'll bring it up across the timeline. Goes left side. Jethro cutting toward the basket. Puts a shot up high off the glass and got it to go.
You know, he takes more shots from weird angles that just softly go in than anybody we have.
Yeah. Smith now with a 3 as well, short, but Bevere with a rebound. Can't get it to go. Looked like it was slipping out of his hands as he was going up for the basket.
Yeah, got a little lucky that time, but sometimes they're missing their 3s so bad we can't even get in rebound position.
Right. Springer cross courts it to Jethro. Jethro out front, will come to Luke. Right side, Minix, another 3, and this is short. Brady with the offensive bounce pass down low again to Whidden. He gets it out of trouble this time. Now to Aiden Hibbard. He gets it to Keon Hibbard. Hibbard has it knocked away by Wade Springer and out of bounds. It'll stay in the hands of Elkhart Christian.
Number 5 for Elkhart Christian, Keon Hibbard's going to be a good player, but he's a little tentative out there. He's got weight on him right now.
He's the freshman.
Yeah, that's not going to build his confidence any.
Aiden Hibbard, his older brother, 5'11" junior, with the basketball now.
Yeah, we're putting Luke, who's one of our better defenders, on Aiden right now, just probably to give Wade a break and maybe put a little more size on him too.
Aiden Hibbard with it between the circles. He'll take the long range 3 and got it to go. His first 3 tonight.
Called that because 32 was limping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought it had something to do with him. Well, you know, they made that shot, but I think it's a good sign they're taking those shots because they're not getting easy ones anymore.
Right. And that was, how many feet out was that? That was a college 3 at least.
Yeah, they've hit a couple of those long-range bombs.
Brady twisting move underneath, can't get it to go. Rebounds yanked down by Aiden Hibbard. He gets it to Keon. He's run over by Springer. Springer showing some good sportsmanship, helps him to his feet. Keon shaking up a little bit.
Well, that's better than a layup.
That's right. Didn't let him have that layup.
Especially if we can get a steal out of it or something.
I think they said that was Wade's 3rd. I had missed one earlier, so that one was on Wade earlier in the second period.
I think he's our only one that has 3, I believe. Another long 3 is no good this time by Aiden Hibbard. Brady gets it to Owen Brill, who's just come into the ball game. Tries to get it underneath to Luke, and now we have a foul called on Luke on a reach-in. That might be his 3rd.
Yeah, we overpassed that time. Owen had the pass, the right angle to get a shot or a layup, and if he didn't have it, just bring it back out. That's a very tough pass to complete in the lane on a fast break.
Good point.
That's only his 2nd foul.
Oh, okay.
Luke's 2nd?
Yeah.
Team foul number 2 of the half. 3 team fouls on Elkhart Christian. Bevere gets it to Aiden Hibbard.
Elkhart does a good job of keeping it spread out against our trap. It's really hard to get much accomplished.
Bevere with it, left wing. Bounce passes it out front to Aiden Hibbard, back to Bevere. And a 2 will play catch out there. Westview up 11, 37-26, 2:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. Bevere goes left side to Keon Hibbard. Cross court pass to Aiden Hibbard. He drives it down the baseline and put it up and in.
Yeah, 2 spread out that time on our press and gave up the baseline.
15 points now for Aiden Hibbard, their leading scorer tonight. Brady stops up, gives it to Wiley, back to Brady, top of the circle, tries to drive, gives it to Owen, now right side will come to Jethro. Up top to Wiley, back to Owen Brill. Good ball movement. Now Brady drives, has it knocked away, but a reach-in foul is going to be called on Bevere. Nope, it's going to be on
Hibbard.
Hibbard, the junior.
It's his second.
Hibbard.
We got a full timeout by Westview here.
Minute 49 to go in the third quarter. Westview 37 and Elkhart Christian 28 back in 60 seconds.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week. Scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken. And then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
Minute 49 to go, third quarter. Westview 37, Elkhart Christian 28. Both teams, well, not both teams, just Westview's out of their huddle after the timeout. Now Elkhart Christian will be breaking out of their huddle, and Westview will be inbounding.
Aiden Hibbard, the only Eagle to have scored in the second half here.
Wow. And we're only a minute 49 left in the third quarter. Brady inbounds it to Luke Helmuth. Luke works it back across the timeline, being hawked there by Bevere. And he's tripped up, and it's going to be a foul on Bevere. Second foul on Bevere. Brady inbounding, he'll get it to Luke Helmuth. Once again, Luke will try to get it across the timeline. He does, and once again, Bevere's on him. Good backdoor to Brady, and he's fouled by Hibbard. That'll be his fourth, right, Dan?
No, only his third.
Third, okay.
I like the play call, though, to get an easy one and make him play defense, because he's guarding Brady right now.
16 foul on Elkhart Christian. Westview just 2. Brady hits his free throw. He now has 12 points on the evening.
Yeah, if Aiden Hubbard would get another foul, or Hibbard to get another foul, that would put a serious dent in their offense and defense, I believe. He's really kind of their key.
Brady hits them both. Puts Westview up 11. Once again, their biggest lead of the night. Bevere goes right side to Lance Smith. Now up top, it'll come to young hitter, Keon, and they get it inside to Bevere, and he puts it in.
That was Hibbard, wasn't it?
Was it? I was looking down, marking my sheet, and all of a sudden I looked up and.
Yeah, Hibbard hit a 3 there.
Okay.
Yeah.
They picked Brady off on a screen on the baseline. Brady was looking at the ref like, where's the moving screen call? But
39-31, yeah. 8-point lead for Westview. Owen Brill at the free throw line once again.
So he's the only one still that has scored this half for Elkhart Christian?
Yes. Yep. 12 points for him this quarter.
Brill leads his free throw. Owen now with 6.
Ties his career high, yeah.
He had 6 against Busco. And now he's got a new career high at 7. 4 from the charity stripe and a 3-pointer. 10-point lead for Westview inside a minute now to go in the third quarter. Lance Smith with the basketball, bounces it up top to Keon Hibbard, and now we've got an injury underneath.
Yeah, they called the screen that time. I think they brought it to the ref's attention. They tried the same thing.
He's got a cramp, it looks like. Smith is down. writhing in pain down there, but I think it's just a
Yeah, I
cramp.
think it's just a
not
cramp. He was trying to flex his foot immediately. When
right.
those things start, it's hard to get them to
Oh.
stop in the middle of a game.
It's add insult to injury there. He gets called for the foul and gets hurt.
Yeah.
Right. How many is that on him?
3.
3.
All this quarter.
Yep.
So their
thought
3
they'd been
top
piling
players
up.
have 3 fouls.
Right. No, Bevier only has
Only 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think so. I still have 1 or 2 fouls unaccounted for. Early on, I didn't realize they weren't going to put him up. So.
I think you're right, though. I think the last time he had fouled Luke up top, I think they said it was his second.
That's right. I do remember them saying that.
So
The thing of it is, even if they get that thing stretched out, I mean, got to get
unless
some.
they put him on IVs,
Get some Gatorade in there, and it just cramped right back up.
Yeah, you're just going to have to get into the locker room and get him.
Yep. Cal gives him a hand as they'll usher him back into the locker room.
They might want to clean this floor down here. I don't know if they got a towel or anything,
I
but
think the referee's coming down to check it out. Looking for a towel. Yep, they're bringing one out.
looks like a warm-up shirt.
That's part of referee training, I think. You have to
Well,
go
he was
through custodial.
He was laying over here, and they mopped up over there.
Well, he was initially he went down over there.
Yeah.
Okay, they got.
But still, yeah. If you go off the end of the floor down here, it's going to be slick because they didn't wipe where he last was laying.
Well.
So player control foul, no shots, even though it was the 8th team foul.
10-point lead for the Warriors, 41-31. 40 seconds to go, third quarter. And what do we have?
They called a
5.
No, they called a foul on Owen on a legal screen.
First foul on Owen Brill.
Kind of like odd that we haven't had one the whole game until they called one on them on the other end. I'm not saying anything. I'm just pointing out a fact.
Right. Bevier gets the inbound pass. 35 seconds to go, third quarter.
That was a big call, too, because Brady made the shot.
That's true. With the ball is Aiden Hibbard. He's going to try to drive on Brady. Puts it up off the glass and got it.
Yeah, we got to do a better job of stepping up to stop that drive. Our help side defense has just been slow all night.
20 points now for Hibbard tonight. Luke on a backdoor, attempted backdoor, tries to hit Wiley, but it's too hard and too high. 41-33, 8-point lead for Westview, 6 seconds to go in this third quarter. Hibbard drives it, scoops it up, too hard. Bevier tried to tip it back in, but wouldn't go. And we've come to an end of the third quarter of play now here at Elkhart Christian High School. 41 to 33, Westview leading Elkhart Christian. We'll be back with the fourth quarter of this ball game right after this 60-second timeout.
Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
And we're back with the fourth quarter here, 41-33, Westview leading Elkhart Christian. That third quarter we were discussing during that break that their junior, Aiden Hibbard, scored all of their points in that third quarter. All, 14?
Yeah.
I would find out who he's guarding, and I would go at him and try to get his 4th foul.
Brady bounce passes it into Luke Helmuth, and Luke brings it across the 10-second line. He has Aiden Hibbard on him right now. Owen gets Brady coming across the lane. Looks for the shot. He'll put it up. Got it off the glass. Good move around Bevere. 15 now for Brady. 43-33. Westview back up 10.
Now we have Brady guarding Hibbard.
A little change there.
He was on him at the end of that quarter, too. I didn't
that's
mention,
true.
but main thing is the help.
Oh, man, that kid can't miss.
Doesn't really matter right now who we're throwing at him.
No. 22 now for Aiden Hibbard. Owen Brill gets it to Brady. Brady faked the long 3 and then gives off to Wiley Minix, left side. Wiley looking for a pass, gets it to Luke. Helmuth brings it to Brill. Left side will come to Jethro. Hostetler drives it, has it knocked away and grabbed by Redmond. Redmond quickly up court over the head of the freshman Kean Hibbard.
Couple of young guys there running the fast break.
Yeah.
Get some instruction from the coach.
Oops.
Yeah, that's a tough pass. That's almost impossible to complete at full speed, but nice of him to think of his teammate up ahead.
Luke hands it off to Brady. Brady bounce passes it to Wiley Minix. Wiley right side. Brady will pop a 3. Can't get it. Put back no good by Luke. He'll put it up again short. Still battles for it. Goes down to the court and he's called for traveling, and he might be shaken up a little bit. Gets up slowly. And now Camden Yoder will come in for Luke.
Well, all night it's just been an inch or two here or there from putting this game away.
Right.
And that, that 3 just rims out, get the rebound, just missed the layup. It's one of those games you just got to keep plowing through and making smart plays and somehow slow down Hibbard. Get a stop. We haven't got a stop on this end for quite a while.
Hibbard long 3. Boy, this kid, he just can't miss right now. Okay, he's brought him right back into it. 43-38. Camden puts up a 3. It's off. Rebound yanked down by the sophomore Caden Whidden. Gets it into the hands of Aiden Hibbard. Not a Bevere. Bevere to Redmond. Now back to Aiden. He'll put up a 3. This one. Oh my goodness, it went again. Wow. Unbelievable. They battle back within 2 now on Hibbard. Timeout is called by Westview. Coach Purtle wants to talk things over and try to find a solution to Aiden Hibbard. What's he have now, Dan? He's
28.
28, and he scored what?
And he only had 6 in the first half.
Right.
He scored every point this half.
Every point this at 22 points for them this half.
My goodness. He's something. I mean, you can tell he feels it.
Yeah, you can tell. He's just, anytime he's open, he's shooting it.
Yeah.
The basket right now looks as big as that center circle out there, I think.
Right, it does. Like he's shooting in a swimming pool.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. We haven't seen much of Wade this half. And I don't know if he's hurt or what happened.
He has 3 fouls. He got 3 fouls, but, yeah, I don't know.
I think I would pull him out of.
Well, he got hit in the face, remember?
Well, that's
head.
true, yep.
Got an elbow, I think, in the top of the head or in the forehead. Maybe that's why he's still out. 5:39 to go in the ball game. After being up, 11 or 12, Dan?
The biggest lead was 37-23. So since then, we've scored 4, and they've scored 18.
So we were up 14.
Yeah, we were up 14, yeah.
Wow.
Kind of been a game of runs. They were up 9-2, I believe, and we scored at one point 14 in a row.
Right. So, yeah, you're right. It's been back and forth, but, yeah, somehow we got to stop Hibbard.
Well, it was like the first half. We didn't get going until we got defensive stops, and we're not getting those now.
Hibbard almost stole it. Chased down by Jethro, and he'll bring it up across the timeline. Westview up 2. Ball knocked away. Bevere tried to steal it, goes out of bounds and off the hands of Bevere, so Brady will inbound. Once again, they're really putting some tough defense on us. Bounce pass into Brady, right or to Camden, right back to Brady, left wide open, puts up the shot and got it. Big bucket by Brady.
Got another guy down hurt.
That's sometimes that's a tough shot when you're wide open from 12 feet.
Yeah, and he didn't have his dribble, so he couldn't.
Right, couldn't get a rhythm.
Right. Bevere, or is it? I can't see his number.
Yeah, it's Bevere.
Bevere is down. I thought I heard a thud, and I don't know whether he hit his knee or what he landed on.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but that's how Brady ended up wide open. I think he tried to turn and he fell and just.
Right.
I think he turned an ankle or something.
He's limping to the sideline, so back into the ball game will come Malachi Redmond. He's a 6'2" junior, hasn't scored tonight.
Oh, Smith's back out here. I hadn't even realized that.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Must have worked that cramp out. Guzzled down a bunch of Gatorade or something.
Yeah.
Ate some pickles or.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
That?
That's right. Good old pickle juice. So getting ready to inbound a basketball will be Kean Hibbard underneath the Westview basket. Smith waiting for the inbound pass. Westview up 4, 45-41, 5:15 to go. Ball almost stolen away. Chased down by Aiden Hibbard. He'll get it to Lance Smith. Smith looking inside. Now a bounce pass it to Kean Hibbard. Hibbard tries to drive on Camden. About the same size. Shot again, and this one goes. My goodness, Hibbard, we can't keep him down.
That was the only time he touched the ball on that possession. Brady did a nice job, but
6 threes for Hibbard in this game.
He's just.
Ball stolen away by Kean Hibbard. He'll get it to Aiden. Aiden drives. Now Elkhart Christian has a chance to take the lead. Smith.
Yeah, that's hard to believe.
Tried to force it inside, a break for Westview as they were able to steal it away. Wiley Minix gets it to Brady up top. Westview with a slim 1-point lead. Brady looking for a pass, gets it now Owen Brill. Out on the baseline to Jethro Hostetler. He'll get it to Wiley Minix. Wiley high on the wing, drives it into the lane, then dishes it off left side to Brady Yoder. Back to Owen Brill. Camden Yoder now controls as we hit 4 minutes to go. Long range three off the mark, and Lance Smith skies for the rebound for Elkhart Christian.
Well, this has turned into something, hasn't
it? Man, can't believe it. Aiden Hibbard, the star for Elkhart Christian tonight with the basketball, has it knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Wiley. It's going to stay in the hands of Elkhart Christian. Now we see Wade Springer come back into the ball game for Camden Yoder.
Bevere came back in for Elkhart Christian as well.
And now a timeout's called. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a full break here to catch our breath. 45-44, Westview by 1, 3:40 to go in the ball game. Back after 60.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week, scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken, and then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
6. And we're back, 45-44. It's turned into a barn burner here at Elkhart Christian.
Yeah, this is a coach's worst fear when you're ahead of a visiting team.
Right.
And you just can't quite put them away, and one of their guys gets hot, and next thing you know, you're in a fight.
Westview was up as much as 14 points. But Elkhart Christian has scratched their way back, much to the ability, the shooting ability of Aiden Hibbard. Oh, and an offensive rebound. Now Aiden gets it back. He's double teamed this time. Ball knocked away. Springer thought he had it off the hands of Aiden Hibbard, but it will stay in the hands of Elkhart. Now we have a whistle, and the clock was still running, I think.
Yep.
It's down to 3.5 minutes, and I think they're probably going to put some more time on it if they can. I'm not sure how that works. 34 more minutes.
Oh, 34 minutes.
That might not be to our advantage.
I don't know. They haven't played very many guys either, and their guys got a couple guys have been hurt. They're back out there now, but
yeah, that's true.
So maybe it would be. I don't know.
Smith and Bevere, and I think Wade for us. I don't think anybody else has gotten. Well, Luke, I guess, was down. All right, back to action now. Aiden Hibbard will inbound for Elkhart Christian. Still looking, and he finally gets it into Bevere, hits off his head, but he regains possession. Double teamed, and we have a whistle and a blocking foul is going to be called on Wade Springer.
And that's going to be his fourth, I think.
Yep, Wade in foul trouble. Hibbard, once again, Aiden Hibbard looking to inbound. He'll bounce pass it into Smith. Westview up 1. 3.5 minutes to go in this ball game. Ball knocked away and stolen by Owen Brill, and we have a traveling violation.
I don't know. If he's on his knees, I'm not sure how exactly that works, but
he scooted a little bit, but
yeah.
I've seen him let that go.
So it'll go right back to Elkhart Christian and a chance for them to take the lead here with this possession. Aiden Hibbard receives the inbound pass. He'll unload it to his brother Kean. Back to Aiden. Now in the corner to Bevere. Bevere not really, well, now he drives the baseline. I was going to say he's not really looking for the shot. I get it to Kean Hibbard. He'll hand it off to Smith. We're coming right out on him around the arc, but now a little bit too aggressive of defense there, and Owen Brill picks up the foul.
I like we've jacked up the intensity in our defense.
Yeah, we did.
Though. I like that. Don't want to keep fouling, obviously, but
18 fouls on Elkhart Christian, 5 on Westview. 45-44 Westview by 1. Kean Hibbard has it tipped, but right into the hands of Whidden. Whidden being triple teamed, gets it out of trouble. Aiden. Now to Smith. He'll put the shot up. Miss. And the rebound's yanked down by Jethro Hostetler, and back comes the Warriors. 2:44 to go in the ball game. Owen Brill fakes the 3. Don't need that right now. Grady down the corner to Wiley Binnix. Bounce pass inside to Owen. Puts it up off the glass and got it.
Wow.
Owen Brill with a huge basket there and a chance to cash in on the old-fashioned three-pointer.
Owen is really making plays this half, you know. Just these last few possessions, he's had his hand on several passes on this end, made a nice cut there, faked the 3, got the ball reversed.
Looks very confident all evening, I think. The roll shot is up and can't get the roll, but the Warriors are up 3, 47-44.
Oh, he walked.
Yeah, he did. Bevere with it now between the circles. He'll get it to Smith. Smith. Oh, trying to get it inside. Good reaction by Wiley inside to intercept that pass. 47-44. The Warriors by 3 with 2:20 to go. Wade Springer looks inside as Wiley was trying to post up. Owen Brill has it go off the fingertips of Jethro into the backcourt, chased down by Bevere. 3 in the air, that's going to be way off short, and it's chased down by Wiley Minnix. A little bit, I think that's the first shot he's missed all half.
Feels like it, but I think it's the third one he's missed, but that was a heat check there.
Yeah, he really rushed that one.
He had been better off just taking that to the basket, but I suppose if I was shooting like him tonight, I'd have shot it too.
47-44, Westview's going to try to take some air out of the ball.
Well, if they're going to stay in a 3-2 zone, I'd do the same thing.
Sure. Jethro drives, puts it up, got it off the glass.
I think he got hit, too. Oh, that's a violation. 32 fell over the line as he was.
Yeah, the referee caught it, so it'll be a turnover on Elkhart Christian.
Yeah, I forget what player it was that doubled back and caused him to hesitate on that pass, and he already had his momentum going forward.
So Westview, a big break, 49-44. The Warriors lead it. Bounce pass inside. Good feed to Jethro as he lays it up and in.
Jethro seems to hit baskets in close games, doesn't he?
Yeah, he
At
does.
the end of the game.
Yeah.
The other night he had that big offensive rebound off his missed free throw, and then the 10-footer to get us within one.
Elkhart Christian, Kean, Hibbard in the corner. Smith shot from three, no good. And Brady with a rebound, and back come the Warriors with 68 seconds to go in the ball game. It up by 7, 51-44.
Good decision by Brady that time not to throw the pass to Owen. It might have been there, but this part of the game you don't want to.
Right.
You don't want to throw the might passes.
Kean Hibbard picks up the foul on Springer.
And I think that's going to be 2 shots. I think that's their 10th one.
Should be. So that will send Wade to the free throw line, shooting 2.
With that last rebound that Brady ripped down, I show that he's got a double-double going, 17 points and 10 rebounds now.
Good for Brady.
He had 5 in the third quarter alone.
Yeah, he does a nice job in there.
I'll tell you, the Elkhart Christian Eagles gave Westview a run for their money tonight, though.
One of them did.
Yeah, one of them at least. That's true. Good point. That Hibbard.
That's all it took.
He brought him back.
After all that, we've actually outscored them this half by 1. Hadn't felt like it, but.
All of a sudden, Westview's up 9.
Oh, that's off White.
Yep, our ball. Westview will inbound underneath the Elkhart Christian basket.
Jethro forced that turnover.
Good defense, and Jethro's really come through offensively in this quarter.
Well, I don't know what was said in the timeout that we took when we were up by 1, but the intensity got ratcheted up a little bit. Something about maybe we want to run sprints when we get back to the gym tonight, or I don't know.
No, you're staying at school. You'll just go straight into class tomorrow morning. You'll be here all night. Wiley Minix to Springer, now to Brady with 35 seconds to go, and Aiden Hibbard reaches in and commits the foul.
His 4th.
Well, a gallant effort by Aiden Hibbard, I tell you, that kid.
I don't think we'll see a kid. I probably shouldn't say this, but it'd be hard to see a kid any hotter than that.
Oh, my.
And the way he took over that third quarter and into the fourth was impressive.
That's got to be his best game of his high school career, I would think.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah,
we don't know.
But if we play him again, we will know.
Yeah, I mean,
because he's only a junior.
Right, yeah. These guys might not be on our schedule next year. Brady hit them both. Or
Well,
he missed the first one.
That's right. Okay.
Well, all these things make you better.
Yes.
You know,
that's
true.
true.
That's a different thing that hasn't really come up this year, where a perimeter player gets hot and you got to figure out a way to stop him and fight a way to get in.
Just don't foul, I guess.
Shot by Kean Hibbard is short. Hustle for the basketball. Wiley Minix chases down the rebound. And we're down to 15 seconds now to go in the ball game. Westview up 10, 54-44. It was tough, but the Warriors are going to hang on for the win here tonight.
Yeah, we outscored them, 10-1 at the end of, or
9-1
to end the game.
Well, actually, we scored the last 9 points. They'd hit a 3 right before that.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
54-44 is our final score tonight. Westview wins it by 10 points. We'll be back with more right after this 2-minute timeout. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut. And Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,400.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week. Scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken. And then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
Welcome back to Elkhart Christian High School, where we have just watched Westview defeat Elkhart Christian 54-44. Westview went into halftime with what was it, 8-point lead, 27-19, and after 3, it was the same score, 41 or same margin, 41-33. And then in the fourth quarter, got down to 1 before we boosted it back up to 10. For the individual scoring, Elkhart Christian, L.J. Bevere had 2. Kean Hibbard ended up with 4. Aiden Hibbard was the talk of the night. He ended up with 31 of their 44. And 25 of those were in the second half. So that included 6 3-pointers. So he was quite a show tonight. Caden Whidden added 2 and Lance Smith 5 for Elkhart. For Westview, Jethro Hosteller had 6. 4 of those late in the game. Brady Yoder had 6 in the first half, 12 in the second, finished with 18, and Dan also said he had 10 rebounds, so a double-double tonight for Brady. Wiley Minix had 12, all in the first half. Wade Springer had 2 in each half for 4 points. Luke Helmuth had 2 in the first half, 3 in the second to finish with 5. And I think the surprise of the night, and thank goodness, Owen Brill came off the bench and added 9 points tonight. 5 in the first half, 4 in the second. Gets his hands on a lot of things and just played a really good game out there, I thought. So
he could be a key for us down there.
Another
like he's starting to get comfortable out there in the varsity uniform.
So I'm guessing he's kicking himself, though. He could have had 3 more. He missed 3 free throws, and I don't think he usually misses very many free throws. So he missed. He made 4, missed 3. So he could have had 14 or 12 points, but talked about a little bit about how many rebounds Brady pulled down. But I've got Wiley Minix with 7 as well, so he came fairly close to a double-double. And Luke Helmuth I've got down for 5 offensive boards, all offensive. So he definitely made a big difference there. But yeah, just overall 3 of 17 tonight for us from 3-point range, and that's quite a switch from what we've been doing.
Yeah, that happens. But
that
kept it close.
Yes, it did. So, but I show a 16 of 24 inside the arc, so we're shooting 67% inside there. But but that outside game didn't work. They were 11 of 20 inside and 6 of 19 outside. So a lot of threes there in the second half. And the entire second half, nobody else scored for Elkhart Christian. In fact, there were only 6 shots taken. Oh, sorry, no, there were 4 each quarter that weren't Aiden Hibbard.
Yeah, it was.
But
Aiden
nobody
Hibbard.
else scored in the second half for
the Aiden
Elkhart
Hibbard
Christian.
show in that second
it
half.
Was, and it was hot for a while.
Yeah.
So at one point, he was 5 of 6 from 2-point range and 5 of 6 from 3-point range in the second half. So a heck of a game for him.
So our team outscored him in the second half, 27-25.
Isn't that amazing? One guy.
And
it's not like he's 6'8" or dominating.
5'10", but very aggressive, and you know what it's like when you you start making them and you think you can't miss. And
well, yeah.
It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's fun.
So that's going to do it for tonight from Elkhart Christian High School. But the Warriors pick up their 4th victory of the season to go to 4-2. And they'll go into conference play at Angola on Friday evening, and we will be there for that game. Chance for the Warriors to keep their unblemished conference record intact. They're 2-0 right now. Elkhart Christian drops to an even 500 at 2-2 with a loss tonight, 54-44. Westview picking up the win.
And also want to remind folks, if you have a chance, Saturday evening, come on out to Westview. There's the Booster Club and the athletic department putting on a fun evening, an alumni game night at Westview. There'll be a girls game at 6 o'clock, followed by a boys game afterwards with some three-point shooting, and I'm not sure what all else they've got going, but encourage folks to come on out.
Sounds like fun.
So tonight's game sponsor, Weaver Furniture Sales, with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, and in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. This evening's game also brought to you by Dale's Dependable Handyman Service, by Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka, Stutzman Power Equipment US 20 in Shipshewana, Hyde Auto Body in LaGrange, by Freedom Finish Works Topeka, also Dry Forest Wood Products, County Road 675 West in Shipshewana, by LaGwana, your local creative services provider, by Animal Care Clinic of Topeka, also Portable Toilet and Sink Rentals, Avail Portable Toilet and Sink Rentals, by Jerry Standard Service in Middlebury, by Topeka Pharmacy at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka, also the Van Buren Hotel at Shipshewana, by Emma Warehouse, and by Ben's Pretzels, also in Shipshewana. Tonight's game was a presentation of LaGwana Media and the IHSAA Champions Network. For Jerry Hostetler doing play-by-play tonight, Jamie Miller doing the color commentary this evening, Jeremy Anderson running the board as always, Chris Mast running the camera and training on the board tonight. We had Justin Stewart. This is Dan Bob.